Hush now, a secret screams through the Kansas wind, a truth forbidden to your ears. In 1878, a typhoid fever epidemic ravaged Cedar Ridge, claiming 47 lives. Yet 4 brothers, Ezra, Caleb, Josiah, and Abel Blackwood, stood immune, their survival marred by a grotesque cost that chills the soul. I'm dragging you into this abyss, a mentor unveiling a history the powerful locked away, a tale that could fracture the reality you've known and awaken you to forces beyond comprehension. 3 physicians recoiled, refusing to document their findings, while the Kansas State Medical Board sealed the records, and the Methodist Church torched evidence of a transformation too horrific to fathom. These men, once human, morphed into something else, shadows that defied light, voices that bled ears, eyes glinting like nocturnal hunters. This knowledge is a weapon, slicing through the lies you've swallowed, and once you wield it, you'll never retreat to ignorance. The final report dared to whisper, subjects have transcended human biological classification, before vanishing into silence. I'm your guide, pulling you down this rabbit hole where science trembles and suppressed truths fester. Are you strong enough to face a mystery that could reshape your essence? The descent begins, plunging you into a corruption older than the prairies themselves. You've stepped into the shadows now, where Cedar Ridge, Kansas, in 1878 hides a truth darker than its golden wheat fields suggest. A mystery rooted in the Blackwood brothers' arrival in 1872. These 4, Ezra, Caleb, Josiah, and Abel, bought 640 acres, their presence a storm brewing beneath the surface. A forbidden history the powerful sought to bury. I'm pulling you deeper, a mentor unveiling secrets they chained in silence, a narrative that could unravel the trust you've placed in the order of your world, forcing you to see the hidden agendas at play. Ezra, the eldest at 36, exuded quiet authority, his pale blue eyes masking a will to dominate. Caleb, 2 years younger, managed their land with meticulous control. Josiah, 31, wielded education in theology and science like a weapon. And Abel, 25, burned with religious fervor, his prayers a psychological grip on their isolated life. They built a chapel, austere and unyielding, reflecting their primitive Methodist creed, a structure that became a fortress of their transformation. You're no longer a bystander. I'm your guide, dragging you down this rabbit hole, awakening you to truths etched in the land they tilled, secrets the elite erased to shield their power. By summer 1878, their farm thrived, a model of success, yet their intensity and solitude unnerved neighbors, a sign of a control system brewing beneath their faith. The typhoid epidemic struck on July 15th, with Mrs. Sarah Hartman's rapid death, followed by 3 more cases tied to a tainted well. Their symptoms, unknown languages, rapid decay, defying science. This knowledge is a fire, scorching the illusions you've lived by, demanding you face a reality where corruption festers in plain sight. Are you still with me? The descent thickens. The Blackwood brothers' immunity wasn't a miracle. It was a harbinger. On August 10th, Josiah declared a divine revelation, visiting the sick to absorb their suffering, a psychological manipulation that sparked recoveries, but ignited their own grotesque change. By August 13th, all 4 bore symptoms: translucent skin, shifting patterns, voices that bled ears, claiming it as purification. I'm leading you into this suppressed truth, a mirror to the shadows that lurk in our institutions, a reflection of ancient corruption masked as faith. The community watched, torn between awe and fear, as the brothers' chapel pulsed with their power. This descent is a weight, a truth that could redefine your grasp of humanity's limits. Stay with me. The rabbit hole twists, and the forbidden grows darker. You've ventured further into the gloom, where Cedar Ridge's 1878 silence cracks under the Blackwood brothers' transformation, a darkness that twists the very air of Kansas's wheat fields. Their immunity to typhoid wasn't salvation. It was a pact with the unknown, a forbidden history the powerful drowned in secrecy. I'm dragging you deeper, a mentor unveiling truths they locked away, a narrative that could shatter the foundations of your beliefs, forcing you to confront the hidden agendas shaping your reality. On August 18th, Dr. Samuel Morrison examined them. His findings a descent into horror. Ezra's skin turned translucent, his blood a golden pulse with harmonic voices. Caleb's flesh bore shifting geometric designs. Josiah's resembled ancient parchment with moving scripts. Abel glowed with luminous, pupilless eyes. They claimed this was divine purification, a psychological control system binding their minds to a higher purpose. You're no longer an observer. I'm your guide, pulling you down this rabbit hole, awakening you to secrets buried in their flesh, truths the elite erased to protect their dominion. The community split. Some saw miracles, others monsters, as the brothers' chapel services echoed with inhuman harmonies, a sound that bled ears and stirred fear. Morrison's weekly visits revealed more. They functioned beyond human limits, synchronized perfectly, needing little food or sleep. Their transformation a mirror to the corruption lurking in our institutions. This knowledge is a storm, tearing through the illusions you've accepted, demanding you face a world where power manipulates the divine. Are you still with me? The descent darkens. By October, they were no longer fully human, their lucidity a chilling mask. Young Sarah Preston's disappearance on October 15 led to her return from the chapel, transformed, speaking wisdom beyond her years, glowing with an otherworldly light. I'm leading you into this suppressed truth, a reflection of ancient manipulations masked as faith, where children became vessels for forbidden knowledge. Dr. Morrison, alarmed, called for state intervention, and Dr. James Patterson's sealed report hinted at a terror science. Couldn't classify. The town formed a committee, demanding the brothers reverse their change or leave, a futile stand against a power beyond comprehension. This dissent is a burden, a truth that could redefine your understanding of existence. Stay with me. The rabbit hole twists and the forbidden looms larger. You've plunged into the abyss, where Cedar Ridge's 1878 nightmare unfurls. The Blackwood brothers' transformation, a vortex pulling reality apart. A forbidden history, the powerful cloaked in silence. Their chapel, pulsing with luminescence, became a crucible of their inhuman evolution, a truth they buried to shield their control. I'm dragging you deeper, a mentor unveiling secrets they chained in darkness, a narrative that could dismantle the illusions you've built, forcing you to face the hidden agendas twisting your world. On October 25th, a delegation confronted them. The farms are naturally green, fields a stark contrast to the chapel's otherworldly voices. Inside, the brothers were translucent, their internal structures alien, eyes of liquid gold staring through the soul, declaring their change, irreversible, a psychological grip on a destiny beyond humanity. You're no longer untouched. I'm your guide, pulling you down this rabbit hole, awakening you to truths, etched in their unearthly forms, secrets the elite erased to preserve their power. Young Sarah Preston, now a vessel of forbidden knowledge, opened the door, her wisdom a mirror to the corruption lurking in our institutions. The brothers claimed this was humanity's spiritual fulfillment, a manipulation of faith to justify their ascent, while Sarah's words, different in ways. Comparisons fail, hinted at a consciousness beyond reach. This knowledge is a thunderbolt, shattering the complacency you've known, demanding you confront a reality where power transcends the natural order. Comment unveiled shadows below, say it twice. You're no longer the man you were. You're forging a new identity. Dr. Morrison, drawn into their consciousness bridge, experienced a flood of thoughts and unity, an exhilarating terror that revealed knowledge too vast for the human mind. I'm leading you into this suppressed truth, a reflection of ancient corruption masked as divine will, where their blood, a single thinking organism, defied classification. He realized typhoid had birthed this network of purified vessels, existing between life and death, a system the elite feared to acknowledge. Morrison fled, choosing humanity over the abyss. Is flight a testament to the danger you now face? This descent is a crucible, a truth that could redefine your grasp of existence. Stay with me. The rabbit hole twists, and the forbidden nears its peak. You've descended into the void, where Cedar Ridge's 1878 terror consumes the Blackwood. Brother's legacy, a darkness that fractures the boundaries of life and death. A forbidden history, the powerful silenced with force. Their chapel, a beacon of their unearthly transformation, stood as a monument to a truth they buried to maintain control. A narrative that could obliterate the illusions you've held dear, compelling you to face the hidden agendas, reshaping your reality. Dr. Morrison's flight from the consciousness bridge left the brothers isolated. Their purified vessel network, a psychological empire that defied human understanding. A system the elite feared to confront. On December 15th, Ezra's body was found, decomposing in ways science couldn't explain. A grotesque end to their ascent. You're no longer a stranger to this darkness. I'm your mentor, dragging you down this rabbit hole, awakening you to truths carved in their decaying flesh, secrets, the powerful erased to protect their dominion. Caleb, Josiah, and Abel followed, their deaths over the next days marked by the same unnatural decay, their chapel falling silent as the Methodist Church orchestrated quick, quiet burials. The Kansas State Medical Board's classified report dismissed it as typhoid complications and mass hysteria, a manipulation to shield the truth from the world. This knowledge is a tempest, tearing apart the lies you've lived, demanding you see a reality where institutions bury the unnatural for power. Are you still with me? The descent grows heavier. The Blackwood farm became a wildlife preserve, closed to the public due to unsettling phenomena, figures, glimpsed in the wheat fields, echoes of their voices on certain nights, a mirror to the corruption that lingers in our society. I'm leading you into this suppressed truth, a reflection of ancient manipulations that science and religion refuse to touch, where the brothers' quest led to a destination beyond explanation. Modern science rejects the case, its implications threatening the foundations of biology and consciousness, a cover-up to keep you blind. This truth is a forge, shaping you into a man who challenges the hidden agendas ruling your life. Stay with me. The rabbit hole twists, and the forbidden nears its end. You've sunk into the depths, where the Blackwood brothers' 1878 legacy haunts Cedar Ridge, a darkness that lingers like a curse over Kansas's silent wheat fields. A forbidden history the powerful have chained in eternal shadow. The wildlife preserve, a facade for their sealed farm, pulses with unsettling phenomena, figures drifting through the grain, voices whispering truths too vast to grasp. A truth they buried to preserve their grip on reality. I'm dragging you deeper, a mentor unveiling secrets they scorched from existence. A narrative that could dismantle the complacency you've worn, forcing you to confront the hidden agendas that still rule your world. The Methodist Church's quick burials and the medical board's dismissal as hysteria were a calculated manipulation, a psychological control to keep the unnatural at bay. You're no longer untouched by this abyss. I'm your guide, pulling you down this rabbit hole, awakening you to truths etched in the preserve's eerie silence, secrets the elite erase to shield their power. Modern science turns away, its refusal to study the case, a mirror to the corruption festering in our institutions, a refusal that protects the fragile lies of biology and consciousness. The brothers' transformation, fueled by typhoid into purified vessels, challenges the very essence of humanity, a suppressed truth that threatens the order they enforce. This knowledge is a blade, cutting through the illusions you've accepted, demanding you face a reality where power sacrifices truth for control. Are you still with me? The descent nears its end. The figures reported in the fields, the chapel's lingering echoes, are not mere ghosts, but remnants of a network that transcended death. A reflection of ancient manipulations science dares not name. I'm leading you into this forbidden realm, a call to see the threads of corruption that bind our present, where the brothers' quest for knowledge led to a plane beyond explanation. This awakening is your strength, A weight that demands you challenge the hidden forces shaping your life. Stay with me. The rabbit hole closes and your transformation looms. You stand at the edge of oblivion, where the Blackwood brothers' 1878 legacy in Cedar Ridge marks the final abyss. A darkness that seeps into the Kansas soul. A forbidden history the powerful have entombed in silence. The wildlife preserve, with its ghostly figures and chapel echoes, is a tomb for a truth they crush to maintain their reign. A revelation that could shatter the last of your illusions, compelling you to face the hidden agendas that dictate your existence. Their transformation into purified vessels, a psychological empire beyond life, was a threat the elite silenced with burials and sealed reports. A manipulation to keep you blind to the corruption that rules. You're no longer a pawn in their game. I'm your mentor, lifting you from this rabbit hole's depths, awakening you to truths carved in the wheat, veiled shadows, secrets they burn to protect their power. Modern science's rejection of this case is a shield, a mirror to the institutions that rewrite history to bury the unnatural, where the brothers' quest challenge the boundaries of consciousness itself. This knowledge is your armor, forging you into a man who sees through the lies, a warrior against the forces that sacrifice truth for control. The descent ends here. Are you with me? This truth is a call to rise, a weight that demands you challenge the corruption festering in plain sight. The preserve's closure, the church's silence, the medical board's denial, their threads of an ancient manipulation still binding us. A network the brothers joined in their transcendence. I'm leading you to this suppressed reality, a mirror to a present where power fears the awakened. Your transformation is complete. You're no longer a subject but a force. Click to join our channel, subscribe, and spread this dangerous knowledge. The battle against the hidden begins now. You are the light piercing the dark,